Hey everyone, I was handed this rock the other day and asked, can you make something out of it? So, you know what? Let's find out. Hi everyone, this is Clayton from the Sand and Shore Shop, and I take things like this and turn it into stuff like this. Come and watch me make shiny stuff. Hey everyone, this is Clayton from the Sand and Shore Shop. And like I said, I was handed this rock the other day. And it's a pretty rock. One of my viewers found it and just brought it up to me and said, hey, would this rock be anything? And to be honest, I'm like, I don't know. Because, hey, let's be honest, I don't know much. I do know rocks can be pretty, and some aren't, but you never know until you cut it. So let's get where's the blue pointy stick of destiny? There it is. Ha ha ha. So what we got here is just a basic old white landscape rock. But if you can see, there's dark spots in here. There. Now, are these inclusions or are these just dark spots? I don't know. But what sort of intrigued me about this rock is this broken piece right here. That seems to be exceptionally clear. I mean, even ones that are not as clear or milky colored like this one is, they usually carry that characteristic the whole way through. But this one, it has that clear stuff in there. And even if you make it wet, a little bit of spit on there, it doesn't clear up. But there's clear in the middle. So I was kind of intrigued, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to cut this. So I'm going to take this over in the wheel, and I'm going to put a bigger, wider edge around here, and then see what we got from there. I'll be back. Right back. All right, I'm back. And man, it's still a little wet. Let me dry that off. I put an edge around the stone. As you can see, I put... Oh, let me get that onto the camera. Put a flat edge around the stone. And it looks like we may have enough here where it's chipped that I can actually get maybe a setting edge on that, which is a good thing. Got some cracks going on right here. The rest of it seems pretty solid, and there are some, it looks like, inclusions inside there. But overall, I think this stone might actually turn out kind of decent. So the next thing to do is to get this onto a dop stick and see what I can do from there. And there is no way that I'm going to use wax. So I'm going to dop this with some epoxy, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we've got this baby glued down to a dop stick, and let's take a little bit closer look at it here. You see, we got it's almost a different color than this. There are a few inclusions in there, and they may not be inclusions. They may turn out to be something else when I cut it down. But overall, seems to be a pretty nice stone. So I'm going to take this over in the wheel, and I'm going to shape this into a nice cabochon, and then see what we got from there. Okay, I'm back, and got some, well, wait a minute, a little bit wet here. Okay, we got a pretty looking stone here. There are some inclusions in there. Not bad. Well, most inclusions aren't bad. It just depends on what you're looking at. There's some inclusions right here on the side. I kept thinking that this was dirt. You see if we can see this better. See those black markings? Yeah, those are actually inclusions in the stone. So there's a lot of nice stuff going on in this stone. I mean, it's semi-clear. You can see there's like a clearer section up here and a more white section down here, opaque, I should say. And there's a lot of little tiny black marks, and I hope those start to show up really good when we finish it up. So, speaking of finishing up, that's what we're going to do next. So, let me see here. Oh. Got the 500 grit sandpaper, and I don't know where. Okay. The squirt bottle of destiny. So let's give this a little going over. Okay, so I made a new table to shoot these videos on. Now I can basically look right down at the phone as I'm filming it, and the work surface is at a much nicer level to work at. It's not like, my arms aren't like straight out like this. I'm actually looking down onto the surfaces I'm working, which makes it a whole lot nicer. And, you know, I wish I'd have done this a while ago, but hey, I didn't know what I was doing. You think I still know what I'm doing? Not really. Okay, paper towel. Let's take a look at what we got. Well, that's coming along nice. And there's a lot of black stuff in there. And maybe that'll come out really well when we polish it, which I'm sort of hoping it does. A little more schmutzing. And I'm going to turn off the camera until I get this ready. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh. Okay, that's smoothing up really nice. Really, really nice. I was just looking at it earlier, and there's a little bit of undercutting, but not a terrible amount. Got a small crack there on the side, but that's something we can deal with. Looks like some of those inclusions disappeared. It must have been right there. I believe they're right there. So they're still there somewhat, but hey. So let's get this cleaned up. We'll hit her with the 1000 grit and then see what we got. Okay, here we go. Got 1000 grit. Got the stone cleaned up. So let's give this the second pre-polish and see what for kind of shiny we're getting out of this. Do you think it'll be a shiny? I don't know. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Wow, this seems to be polishing up nicely. Okay, ooh, look at that. Look at the shine we got on there so far. A lot of that undercutting is disappearing, which is a good thing. Seems like we have a lot of black inclusions in there that are starting to come out, as in show through, which is also a good thing. It's just a plain old white stone that has, bleh, that's got no character. Something like this that got all kinds of stuff going on in there, that's got character. I think the next thing I got to do is take this over on the cerium oxide wheel and see if we can make this into a super shiny. So I shall be right back after I clean this up. Ugh. Don't go away. Okay, I'm back. And oh, come on. Get this junk out of here. Okay, see if this works again. 3. Ho ho ho! Man, I'm getting good at that. I can't wait to start yard work. I'm going to do it. Oh ho! Anyway, just got this off the wheel and let me polish this off a little bit. Oh, there we go. So, look at that. We've got some darks in there. We've got inclusions. We've got translucents. We've got all kinds of super crazy crap going on. So let me see if I can get this off the stick without breaking it. We'll get a better look. Okay, that went off pretty smooth. Let me just scrape the back of this here off. If I was using wax, it's pretty easy to get the stones off. You can just, you know, apply a little bit of pressure to the stick and the stone and it'll snap off. And if it's on there too hard, you can just stick it in the freezer for a few minutes and that usually takes care of it. Ooh, more stuff on there. So, here's what we got. It's like, I think that looks, that's super shiny. I mean, I can see the reflection of the lights really clearly in that. We got some blue pointy stick of destiny. We got some inclusions in there, some over here, and some swirly black things. And hey, for a stone that was just given to me and said, could you see what happens? I think this looks pretty good. This is definitely a shiny, and this is definitely a win. So if you liked the video, hey, hit the button down there, comment, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with more videos with shinies like this. And thanks for spending some time with me. Have a good evening.